In your case, when it hasn't been easy, what do you do?
I say, that devil, he's working.
How are you guys doing, Blueprint family? I'm Sho, and we are here walking through the 49 commands of Christ, and I'm here with two crew youth, and they are
Analyse and Izaiah, and we're going to be reading Matthew 7:7-8. Ask and it will be given to you, seek and you will find, knock and the door will be open to you. For everyone who asks receives, and the one who seeks finds. And to the one who knocks, the door will be opened.
What does this scripture mean to you? Like, what comes out when you read this? Izaiah, what hits you when you read this?
So when I was reading it, I just thought about that, like, God, like, always there, and, like, when I need, like, him, like, to be there, he'll be there, and if I need to call on him, and, like, I need something, he'll like, give it to me.
Just like every time you knock on the door, God is like, what's up? I got you. Do you think he ever gets to the point where he's like, I'm not answering this door, Isaiah's knocking too much?
Not really.
Good. Don't ever get to the point where you feel like you're getting on his nerves. Even if, you knock on Analyse's door and she's like, oh my gosh. Don't worry, God's not like Analyse. Just like, no, none of us are. How about you?
When I think about it like how when it says knock on the door, like he's inviting me in and he's giving me permission to like be invited to the door, and that means a lot to me.
Do you guys find it hard to sometimes to knock on the door, to ask God, or even ask people sometimes for things?
I don't really like to ask people a lot because I get a little shy, but like I know like I can talk to God because it's just like me and him. So I like that.
Yeah. That's cool. How about you?
Like when he says seek, and like how it's like seeking into his word, and so like when the part where it says seek and find, it's just like I'm looking in the word, like I'm like, so like sometimes when it says seek, like I don't really know what it actually like means. But yeah.
So to your point, when you say seek and find, sometimes when you're seeking for stuff, similar to when you're asking God for stuff, like, is it always easy? And what happens when it's like, in your case, when it hasn't been easy, what do you do?
I say, that devil, he's working.
You like a 30-year-old woman. That's what you work. And so, like, after you say devil, you like, he's working and you talking to the Lord. Like, do you give up? Like, what do you?
What was crazy is that I had like a week ago, like it was like hard for me because I like saw myself like fighting, and I like went to my mom and I was like, Mommy, like I need your encouragement, because I was like, this is hard. Like they were saying I'm a Christian is hard, and it is hard because like I see like this fight between my thoughts and like what the devil is trying to put into my mind, and so I'm just like, no, gotta resist it, and then just like even if like you don't feel like, or like unbelief, or you don't feel like or you're not feeling comfortable, like still like go into the word because he's always there.
Yeah, Isaiah, what about you? Like, do you ever feel like giving up? Like when you knock and you feel like your answers are not getting, or your questions and prayers ain't getting answered?
Well, like sometimes like I'll like come away, but then like when like I'll see good happen, I'll be like, oh, he's there. It's just like
it just took some time.
Yeah.
So
it gets my courage back.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
How do you look when you get your courage? What do you look like? What does a courageous Isaiah look like?
I'm smiling.
You got a wonderful smile. Give us that smile. Get a camera to smile. Oh snap! The boy's shining. The boy's shining, people. You better stop it. You can't mess with a courageous Isaiah, but
when like God, like he'll show me, it'll be like an unexpected moment. So I think that's like cool, cause like when I'm like just like I'll ask God, and then like out of nowhere he'll just help me, and I'm like, oh, he's actually here. So
are there times when people knock on your door, like they come to you? How do you feel when people are asking you for stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like, let me put you in the position of God. I know it's difficult, but let me put you in the position of somebody coming to you and being like, Isaiah, Isaiah, Isaiah. What do you do? How does that make you feel?
Well, I don't really get.
She like, tell the truth. What is this face? What is this?
I don't really get caught on that much, but since I'm an older brother, my brothers will come to me, and even if it's like simple stuff to like ask like, what's this math problem or something, I feel like I help them, and it makes me feel good, just like to know that I have brothers that look up to me.
In a safe place.
Yeah.
So, how about you?
It makes me feel wise. Like, oh, they're coming to me. But yeah, just like, I feel like when maybe like they come to me, like I can just like rely on like God, like what to say, because I don't always have the best advice, but like I can go through the scriptures, or I can like ask God to help me. Like, what is, like, how do I do this? Because I might not give the best answers.
You know, well, first of all, y'all just gave some wonderful answers. It feels good to be asked upon and to be able to like provide a service and a need for people. The Bible talks about it's better to give than to receive, right? So it's, we can do a lot of asking, but it's also good to do a lot of giving as well. Do you find yourself like enjoy giving more than receiving, or how do you guys feel about it? It's just like, I'm cool. I love giving. I love receiving way more than I love giving. Like, you tell the truth.
I just like to, like, if I give, I want to see like them like rejoice in that.
Gotcha.
Like, I feel like I'll be happy, but like I want to see like their happiness as well.
Gotcha. Anything for you?
I don't really know. I like to receive, but like I'll try to. I will say I think I receive more than I give, but I'm just trying to just give more. So.
Gotcha. Okay. How do you handle times when we don't get what we ask for? Like, what type of person do you think you become? Are you the kind of person that's like, oh, okay, I just get over it? Do you become sad? What do you do?
I get frustrated and like if things don't go my way. So like when that happens, like I'll just like do something to get my mind off of it, but or ask God like to help and like just be like, I need you right now. And then like he'll help me, and and that frustration, does it go away immediately? Does it take its time, or do you come back to it and do you learn from that? Like, how do you feel like? Well, like I'll learn from it, of course, just like, but also like it's not really fast. It's just a slow process, but it'll like go away eventually. And that'll be cool. You're a wise one, Isaiah. Go ahead.
I start to ask questions, like, and then sometimes, like, for me, when I really want a prayer request to be answered, I only pray that prayer request. So I feel like it might come, like, true. Like, if I just, like, for 1 week, I just pray this one thing, it's like, God knows I really want it, and I really need it, and he knows me, and he knows, like, what I want and what I desire, but also, like, there's, like, so many questions and thoughts that come to my mind, like, if he doesn't answer, like, does he have something better in store for me? Like, is this, like, a test, or, like, stuff like that. So it's just like a lot of things. Yeah, you be like, Lord, just my edges, they need to be laid, Lord. Like, make sure they stay fresh. But they are nice. They're fresh. All right, so what is one thing, like, if you were to, like, talk to your friends about, like, knocking at the door, how would you kind of encourage them to not only pray, but to be patient in prayer? Oh, thank you. I feel good about myself. I'm validated. I mean, like, you can always say you can rely on God, because he will be there if you ask him.
but like some, but like if it doesn't go their way, like some people aren't patient, like he said, and it can be hard. But
Yeah. And I think we learn from not, like, you know, sometimes God doesn't answer us because patience is something we need to learn to develop. You know what I mean? If I gave you everything you ever wanted, you know what I'm saying, you would be a spoiled little dude, right? And then eventually, when you don't get what you want, you would just turn into like a little, just a tyrant. You would be running around here. What'd you say?
I've seen that type of stuff before.
Oh, you seen it in your sister? Is that what you're saying?
No, like.
Oh, okay. I thought you just went. How about you?
Like if my friends come
Yeah.
to me, okay. Maybe just like I say wait, but like a lot of things like for me, like if like new believers or just like anybody, like if their prayer request isn't answered, they start like unbelieving or like they start like questioning God, and like I feel like every single like human being like will do that, and I feel like that's natural. But just like be like what you're saying, like be patient, wait on the Lord, and like the thing I was saying earlier, like He does have like more in store for you. Like your thoughts are like way below His thoughts, and like I have to remind myself that all the time. And so just like being patient.
Are you trying to take my job right now?
No.
I feel like you trying. Feel like you want to host this thing.
I mean,
You-
I can
you-
give it a shot.
I don't know that confidence. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? How old are you? 14?
13.
What in the world? What is happening? Why y'all, these wise children? Y'all are killing it. All right, so how old are you, Isaiah?
11.
I do not like this.
About to tell them.
You guys are way more wise than I was when I was your age. Check this out. Okay. Obviously, you guys are the wise ones at your school. It's clear. He said yes.
I mean, I haven't been at school in a minute, so I don't really know who the wisest.
You're the wise ones in your quarantine schools.
Yeah, true that.
All right, so imagine, like, you guys still hang out with people. You know, obviously, you probably don't hang out with them the way you used to hang out. But imagine that a friend comes to you. Like, what is it like? How do you live as people who love God in 2021, being an 11 and a 13-year-old? Especially thinking about, man, I talk to God, He talks to me. I'm trying to grow in patience. I'm trying to serve people. I'm trying to give more than I receive, etc. Like, but when the world is telling you differently, how do you operate and exist in a world like that?
So that's one of the things that I just like, the being in the world but not being of the world. And like for me, like my job is like, I feel like my job is like give people love that they like never experienced and they question, and they're like what's like being curious, and I get to tell them about Jesus Christ. But I feel like that's such a hard thing, like being in the world but not being of it. And so just like resisting, even though like, because our hearts are telling us like no, like don't go and ask that person how you're doing, because maybe just like y'all not cool or something like that. But just like God, like I like my human thoughts and what God's telling me, that like they're fighting, but you just gotta resist it.
Just gotta resist it. Isaiah.
So like being like not at school and stuff, like in the world, like some things can like tempt me to like come away from God, and like I try to like stay close to Him. But then like something I've always tried was like, cause I'm kind of shy around people if I don't really know them that well. So just like to be able to come out my shell and like actually like be able to talk to them about God and stuff is something I've been trying. So,
Ladies and gentlemen, the crew youth are coming out of their shell. I'm coming out of my shell. Look, I'm more wise today now than I was 15 minutes ago when I started this conversation. I just want to be like Izaiah and Analyse. That's what's one of my. That's my goal in life. I'm sorry. Thank you guys for joining us. You guys were sharp, wise.
Pleasure.
And you're going to be hosting pretty soon. So don't. When I call you, and when Miss Stephanie calls you and asks you to do this, don't front.
Hi.
All right. No capping, as the kids say. No capping.